Hello there, my name is Richard McMahon from the interview training website, passmyinterview.com, and in this presentation, I will teach you how to pass a safety manager interview. If you are applying to become a safety manager with any company or organization, make sure you stay tuned because I promise to help you pass your interview at the first attempt. And to achieve that goal, this is what I will cover to help you. So number one, I will give you a list of safety manager interview questions I strongly recommend you prepare for. These questions come up all the time during safety manager interviews. Number two, I'm then going to give you 2 important tips for answering each question correctly. And then number 3, I will give you a top scoring unique example answer to each of those safety manager interview questions to help you beat the competition. And then finally, number 4, I will tell you where you can instantly download these slides plus my full set of 23 safety manager interview questions and top scoring answers in a PDF guide. And just very quickly, if you are new to this channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. I am a former fire officer and now an interview coach who is helping literally thousands and thousands of people across the world pass their interviews at the first attempt. I can only help you if you are subscribed, and please give the video a like because that really does motivate me to create more content for you. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, so the first interview question I recommend you prepare for is tell me about yourself. Here are 2 important tips and I will then give you that unique answer. So tip number 1. This is going to be the first safety manager interview question you must answer. So I recommend you practice your response at least several times before your interview because this will help build confidence and also demonstrate to the employer that you are a confident communicator. Safety managers must be confident communicators. So this is your opportunity to demonstrate immediately to the hiring manager you know what you are talking about. And tip number 2, in your answer, focus on your skills, qualities, strengths, certifications, and the passion you have for a career as a safety manager. So here is my top scoring example answer to help you pass your interview at the first attempt. Here we go. Tell me about yourself. Well, thank you for this opportunity to be interviewed to become your safety manager. I am a knowledgeable, experienced and commercially driven safety manager with a deep understanding of health and safety legislation. After gaining a National General Certificate in Occupational Health and Safety, I worked for an organization running its safety team. I have extensive experience creating risk assessments and company safety policies and delivering training to ensure staff were aware of their responsibilities. Outside work, I keep fit and active, meaning my energy and concentration levels are always high, and I have a keen interest in self-development. If you hire me as your safety manager, I will take full responsibility for managing health and safety, provide accurate guidance on achieving your commercial goals while adhering to safety legislation, and be available to come into the company on my days off to respond to safety incidents or concerns as and when required. So that is a confident and positive answer to that first safety manager interview question. Tell me about yourself. Now you can either pause the video if you want to and write down the questions, the tips and the answers as we work through them together, or if you wait, I will soon tell you where you can instantly download these slides plus my full set of 23 safety manager interview questions and top scoring answers. Here is the next question I recommend you prepare for, and that is, why do you want to be a safety manager? Here are 2 important tips. Tip number 1. So the role of a safety manager requires a unique set of qualities and attributes. The role is not for everyone, so be sure to write down the reasons why you want this position before you attend your interview. Now, tip number 2, good reasons to give in your answer include: number 1, this is a job where you can see the direct results of your work. So you get to influence the culture, the safety culture in an organization. Number 2, this is a job where there is always something new to learn as a safety manager. And what I mean by that is you have to keep your knowledge and information updated on safety policies, regulations, and legislations. And number 3, this is a job where there's a large amount of responsibility that comes with the position. So I used to be a safety officer in the fire service. I loved the responsibility that came with the position. So to help you pass your interview, here is my top scoring example answer. Why do you want to be a safety manager? I want to be a safety manager because the job description and person specification match my natural abilities and what I am passionate about, which is health and safety. I know from first-hand experience the benefits a positive and proactive safety culture can bring to an organization. So it is a job I enjoy because I get to witness the positive effects my work has on my employer. Finally, I want to be a safety manager because I thrive on the level of responsibility that comes with the position, and I enjoy keeping my knowledge updated with new and changing safety legislation that comes into force. So that is a really strong answer. Another great response that will help you be the standout candidate at your safety manager interview. Now, don't go anywhere because I still have more questions and answers to give you, but when you're ready, click that link in the top right-hand corner of the video, head straight through to my website, passmyinterview.com, and you can immediately download a copy of these slides, plus my full set of 23 brilliant answers to common safety manager interview questions. It comes in a PDF guide. But here is the next question I recommend you prepare for, and that is: what are the essential skills and qualities needed to be a safety manager? Tip number 1. So this next common question is assessing your understanding of the role and what will be expected from you in the position of safety manager. And tip number 2, the best tip I can give you is to actually read the job description for a safety manager before you attend your interview. Now, I have done the hard work for you, and here's my top scoring example answer. What are the essential skills and qualities needed to be a safety manager? A safety manager must have proven experience in health and safety management, have the correct safety knowledge for their sector or industry, be a competent risk assessor, and possess critical analysis skills. Safety managers must be exceptional communicators and listeners, have strong interpersonal skills to work with the senior management team to help achieve the company's objectives, and be good negotiators and influencers. Finally, safety managers must have good attention to detail skills, be competent in all Microsoft Office applications and the safety software packages their employer uses, deliver presentations in an easy to understand manner, and be exceptional organisers and planners. So that's another confident answer. It shows that you fully understand the skills and qualities needed to be a competent and impactful safety manager. Here is the next interview question I recommend you prepare for, and that is: how would you educate our employees about company safety policies and procedures? Tip number 1. So this next tough safety manager interview question is assessing your interpersonal and communication skills and your ability to deliver engaging presentations. Tip number 2, in your answer, talk about getting the company's managers on board with the process, using interesting and engaging techniques to deliver safety training, and educating staff to understand why safety is paramount in any organization. Here is my top scoring answer to assist you. How would you educate our employees about company safety policies and procedures? I would first speak to the company managers and heads of departments to explain the importance of safety, how it can increase productivity, and get them on board with the process. If managers are on board with safety, they will help improve the safety culture in the organization. I would then set regular training sessions for employees and deliver them using engaging and interactive content, including group discussions and quizzes. I would focus on case studies where safety has gone wrong and the impact this has had on companies, individuals and their families, and focus on the benefits safety education will bring to their working lives. I would make my training sessions short but concise, relevant and on point to not waste any time. My aim would be that employees look forward to the safety training sessions and see them as a valuable part of their working commitments. That's a brilliant answer. Now, this next safety manager interview question comes up all the time. And that question is, how would you engage with an employee who is refusing to follow safety protocols? So tip number one, as I just mentioned, this question features during 95% of safety manager interviews, and it is assessing your conflict resolution skills. Tip number two, in your answer, talk about establishing the reasons why the employee is acting as they are, using effective influencing skills, and only using disciplinary procedures as a final option. Here is my top scoring example answer to help you. How would you engage with an employee who is refusing to follow safety protocols? Here we go. I would immediately speak to them in private and ask questions to determine why they were refusing to follow the protocols. It would be important not to jump to conclusions why they were ignoring the safety protocols, and I would want to gather as much information as possible first before responding. I would then outline the consequences of failing to follow safety protocols and how their actions could impact negatively on themselves and their co-workers through injury or death, and how the company could be affected financially through fines or enforcement procedures. I would do all I could to educate and influence them to follow procedures and would only instigate disciplinary procedures as a final resort. That's a really strong answer. That's exactly how I would deal with that situation. Here is the next safety manager interview question you should prepare for, and that is, why should we hire you as a safety manager? Tip number one. So this question is your opportunity to sell yourself to the employer as a competent and impactful safety manager. Tip number two, in your answer, talk about being a strong leader, being able to build a positive safety culture for their organization, and how you possess commercial awareness. Here is my top scoring example answer to help you. Why should we hire you as a safety manager? You should hire me because I am a strong leader who takes safety seriously. I have in-depth knowledge of safety and how it impacts an organization. I will always set an excellent example to others regarding safety and create a company culture where safety comes first. You should also hire me because I am commercially aware. I will work with the senior management team to help them achieve their commercial and strategic goals while adhering to safety legislation and regulations. As your safety manager, I will take full responsibility for the safety of your organization and will create policies that everyone understands and respects. Safety is a big responsibility for an organization of your size. I will ensure we adhere to the rules, procedures, and laws governing safety to protect your organization. So that is another great answer that will help you pass your interview at the first attempt. Now, the next thing to do, and you should do this for two reasons, is click that link in the top right-hand corner of the video. The first reason is, if you go through to my website, I have put on that page several questions I recommend you ask at the end of your safety manager interview. So at the end of your interview, they're going to say to you, do you have any questions for us? The questions you ask should be smart and professional. Go through to that website by clicking the link in the top right-hand corner of the video, because you can find the 3 questions I think you should ask at the end of your interview. The second reason you should go through to my website, passmyinterview.com, is you can instantly download these slides plus my full set of 23 brilliant answers to safety manager interview questions. It comes as a PDF guide, which literally means you can have this guide in your inbox within 2 minutes from now. Also, don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. I have put my LinkedIn link in the description below the video. It's always a pleasure to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I am here to help you throughout your career. I can only do that if you are subscribed. And finally, please give the video a like. It's a small ask, but it really does motivate me to create more valuable content for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you all the best for passing your safety manager interview. Have a wonderful day.